Would it be bad to admit that I own the Pikmin games, but I haven't played them? Does that revoke my gamer card if I haven't actually played these? I own them all. Alright, welcome to another Spooktober. What are we playing? Or what am I playing? What are you playing? What is everybody playing? Who knows? First up, Alan Wake Remastered. Still playing it. I honestly wanted to finish it this last weekend. And I put in a lot of effort trying to finish it. But I didn't. And I have to be honest, I don't really know. I don't remember how many chapters there are in the game. I keep intending to look it up to kind of gauge how much more time I've got in the game, because I kind of want to finish it. I want to move on to the next Spooktober game. I did finally make it to the Wellness Center, which is the thing that I mentioned last time. I really, in my mind, had that Wellness Center. I had that sequence way larger than it was in reality, and I don't know why I didn't remember it properly. I think it's just because I thought it was cool. Because, like, I don't know, I really love the Pacific Northwest, and I love the look of Alan Wake, and that Wellness Center, man, with the like log cabin motif, overlooking the lake. Like, man, I would totally stay there. It's cool. Anyway, what's my point? I think my point is that I want to get captured by a evil entity in a lake and put in a wellness center in the Pacific Northwest, while I have to come up with something creative, because that's an ideal place to come up with something creative. Anyway, I'm enjoying the game. I'm having a lot of fun. It still has all of the jank, the same jank that I talked about in the previous videos, but I'm able to, as the game goes on, I'm able to look past that jank more and more, and it's fun. I don't know what else to say. It's a great game. Hopefully, I will be done with it by next week. Hopefully, this will be the last week that I talk about Alan Wake Remastered, because I'm ready to move on, even though I am enjoying it, but I'm very much ready to move on. So, yeah, Alan Wake Remastered. Good game. All right, what's the next Spooktober game that I'm playing? Well, the next one I'm playing is Little Nightmares. I am playing this on Steam. Now, my deep dark secret about the Little Nightmares games is that I own them, but I've never actually beaten them. I got Little Nightmares years ago on Steam, and I think I also have it on the Xbox. And I put in a solid effort, but I wasn't feeling the game at the time, so I never actually beat it. My Steam save from way back when, it's like an hour and 15 minutes into the game, I think is how long the play time is on it. But I never finished it, and obviously I don't remember what I was doing when I last played it, so I just started over again. I was kind of looking for something. I've got a work trip coming up in a few weeks, so I was kind of looking for something that I could play on my Steam Deck while I was on the road. And it seemed like Little Nightmares 1 and I think Little Nightmares 2 are both Steam Deck certified. So I figured that if I started those now and kind of played them a little bit, I would have something solid to play when I go on my work trip. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Little Nightmares. So what is it? Ostensibly, it's very similar to something like Limbo or Inside. If you've played those, it's got kind of a platformy feel, although it's not strictly a platformer. It also has kind of a puzzle aspect to it where you have to solve little puzzles, but they're not terribly complicated puzzles. They're pretty minor, pretty rudimentary. But the basic premise is that you're some unnamed kid and you're in a pretty hideous hellscape where adults seemingly want to eat the kids. I'm assuming. At least that's my impression. Again, I haven't beaten it. I haven't finished it. This is my first time really playing through it, even though I own Little Nightmares 1 and 2. But yeah, it's creepy, it's spooky. I will say that one of the reasons why I never finished it way back when I very first started it was I kind of felt that the platforming in it was a little bit unforgiving. It kind of has this 2.5D like side-scrolling platformer look to it, but it's in 3D. And the thing is the environments are in 3D, and so it's very easy to misjudge your position when you go to jump. And it's very easy to just go sailing off the edge and completely miss something you're trying to jump to because you misjudged how far away, how deep into the image you had to get. And that's my only complaint, is that I feel like there's an awful lot of like really cheap deaths due to the fact that depth perception in the 3D environment is a little bit difficult, probably more difficult than it should be. But it's a fun little game, and it's spooky. It's great for Spooktober, and I am enjoying it. Little Nightmares for Steam. All right, so what am I playing that isn't Spooktober? Well, I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't spent too much time in it this last week. I have squarely made it into Act 2, finally, but I haven't gone much further. I've kind of started some of the stuff in Act 2 and, left it there. The thing is that I'm focusing most on the Spooktober stuff, trying to finish up Alan Wake so that I can move on to the next game. And I know that Baldur's Gate is always going to be there, so I'm just going to come back to it as I need to. And as I get sick of playing one of the other Spooktober games and I want to go back and continue Baldur's Gate 3, that's the sort of stuff that's happening. I am still playing it, but obviously it's not my major focus right now. I have no clue if I will finish Baldur's Gate 3 during Spooktober. It might be on the back burner for a month or so. I don't know. No promises as to when I will actually finish it. But I am enjoying it. It's still amazing. The crashes that I reported last time that are kind of driving me crazy, they still are happening, but I found ways to mitigate them. Namely, try not to save and then reload things as often as I might. Another thing I noticed is that if I would save and then not do anything while it's synchronizing the cloud and then continue to play, the crashes seem to happen substantially less. So it might have something to do with their cloud sync. I don't really know what it is. The point is that those system crashes are kind of a pain in the butt. So I'd rather not have them. But yeah, no, I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3. I don't have much else to say about it. The next game that I've been playing, Vampire Survivors. Now, I have played Vampire Survivors many times before. It is one of my top games on Steam. I have completed it. I have done 100% in Steam. I also bought it again on Xbox, completed it, did 100% there. And this last week I was thinking, man, I really want to play Vampire Survivors again, but I've unlocked everything and I kind of want to go into like a fresh game. And it dawned on me, oh hey, Vampire Survivors came out recently for the Switch, and I never bought it. So I went and I bought it, and I bought the DLC, and I started over again on a fresh save, and oh man, I'm having so much fun. I really love Vampire Survivors. It is one of the best games to come out in the last, 5 years or so. And it plays great on the Switch. I don't really know what else to say. I don't think I need to sell it. You either know about Vampire Survivors and really love it, or you've never heard of it, and you'll probably love it anyway. But it's a great game, and I really, really love it. I've been having a blast playing it again on the Switch. I haven't been playing it in handhold on the Switch. I've been actually playing it on my TV. I don't know, I should probably take it upstairs, maybe go outside on the hammock and play it. I just haven't. I've been only playing it on the TV. But yeah, Vampire Survivors on the Switch. Good fun. Now all I gotta do is just bring out another version of it, and I will buy it again. Oh, I will say this. I kind of hope that Vampire Survivors, that like Limited Run Games or one of the other limited edition boutique video game companies does a limited physical edition of Vampire Survivors on the Switch, simply because I really would love to have a physical copy of this game. This game is just so good. Alright, so the last one that I'm playing is Army of Ruin. This is another Vampire Survivors clone. I think I've mentioned it before. It's one that I played quite a bit on my Steam Deck, but recently have been trying it out on the PC. It's pretty fun. It's got a lot of unlockable stuff in it. As I've been playing it, I've kind of discovered that, oh hey, it does a really good job of kind of spoon-feeding you all of the unlockable content. Extra characters, extra weapons, extra maps to go and explore. And it's a blast. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those games that, just like Vampire Survivors, if you're looking for something that like you can just like crank music really loud and sit there and listen to the music while you're playing the video game without thinking too much about story or something too complicated, you just kind of want that Twitch arcadey gameplay while you listen to music. Army of Ruin, Vampire Survivors, these are great games for that. And so I've been playing Army of Ruin, having a lot of fun. It runs great on the Steam Deck, but lately I have been playing it mostly on my PC. So yeah, Army of Ruin, good game. I got nothing else. I've got no funny outro. Shit's been crazy. I got nothing. My creative juices are drained. So, what are you gonna do? Video games, though, right? Hey, video games. Thumb. Video games. Anyway, that's it. I got nothing else. See ya.
You will go no further.